Yes, I was in Kilburn to support my brother Kachi, who has a lovely restaurant there called 280 Degrees.
This is eating my dinner in 280. Kachi, this is really nutritious because there's no all this mede of nonsense when they do for London. This is homemade food. Eating with Victoria. Victoria. Yama. She was actually Victoria Yama. But now she's Victoria Yama.
Hi everyone, I welcome you all back to my channel. It's really been a while I posted on this channel. My sincere apologies to everyone who has missed the content I do put out. However, in today's video, I touched base with someone I respect a lot. Someone who's doing so much in the food industry in the UK. A Nigerian, a restaurateur, a man who owns one of the top profile restaurants visited by top celebrities from the world over, situated along Kilburn High Road, London. If you live in London, or you just got into London, or you're looking for the best Nigerian restaurant to have sumptuous meal, do yourself a favor by visiting 280 Degrees African Restaurant along Kilburn High Road, and you'll be glad you did. I caught up with Mr Kachi, the entrepreneur who manages 280 Degrees. Though some people know the name 280 Degrees as an African restaurant, but not many knew the man behind the name. So without further ado, here is my interview with Mr Kachi, the CEO of 280 Degrees African Restaurant. But before you watch, please like, share, subscribe, and pin the notification button so you don't miss any of my contents. Thank you. Mr Kachi, thank you so much for letting me in today. I know it's been very busy for you, and honestly, I didn't even know what was going to happen today. When I called and you said I should come, I just felt I should just, come immediately. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it.
You're welcome, Ken. You're welcome.
Yeah, let's just get down to the business of the day.
That's fine.
You're the face of 280 Degrees.
Oh, really?
And obviously, you're a restaurateur, and a lot of people, especially Africans or Nigerians, they see African or Nigerian restaurant as very expensive or expensive.
Huh?
What was your motivation? What motivated you to go into this kind of industry, knowing that you could either fail or succeed? What was the motive behind it?
Ken, thank you very much for this question. The truth is that in anything you do in life, there's always a two side of it.
Yep.
And I always twist towards the positive side.
Mm-hmm.
And what's positive side is that it means that I planned.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do a bit of feasibility studies. I actually know the market I'm going into, and I studied it and know if actually will go through. So that's actually what I did. I was almost 80% sure that I'm not going to fail.
Yeah.
Of course, anything can be 20% can be on the other side. So I came into it well prepared, and I'm sure I'm happy with the outcome so far.
That's great. So what were the challenges you faced the time you were entering it? And as in how am I going to put it now? The challenges you faced and the challenges you're currently facing as a business or as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, the challenges I faced coming into it was about, first of all, to get I don't want to go this about the truth. Going into a business and working with some people you don't know about, was a bit difficult recruiting the right set of people that will understand my belief and my goal towards this business. So it was a bit of issue for me to pick a right team. But at the end of the day, yes, I did the best. I picked the people I believe I should work with, and wasn't really bad. Although there was one or two things out there, but I came out right.
Would you say the journey has been, been
there's
smooth all through?
There's no smooth journey, but it's been 80% smooth. 80% been fine, because like I told you, I actually prepared for it, and I did all the feasibility studies and all the things I need to go into it, which,
Yeah, oh, that's good. So what was the concept behind the name 280 Degrees? Because when I went on Google and tried to research about this place. It came up as one of the top restaurants, and obviously I saw some good reviews, and I felt like, wow, I really need to speak to this guy, to know exactly what he's doing. Others are not doing well.
The 280 degrees took me less than 10 seconds to come up with that name.
The name?
Yeah, because like I told you, I planned that the name I was looking for a name that can be easily mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't want the name that will be difficult for people to pronounce. I needed something that will go up there. Once you mention the line, everybody will understand what it means. Even if you can't get 280 degrees, you can get 280 is the whole thing. So this place is 280 Kilburn High Road. So when it came up, 280 Kilburn High Road, I now said, okay, what's African food is on the high side, the degree should be high, but it's not up to 360. So since 280 degrees, let me put it at equilibrium. We're not up there, we're not high. So we have to accommodate everybody, non-Africans and Africans. That's how
in fact, that leads me to the next question, because a lot of Africans, or I would say a lot of Nigerian restaurants or African restaurants, they cater mostly for black people. Why, for instance, okay, how do I put it? We have Chinese people, Chinese food, we have Turkish, Thai, and the rest of them. Why is it that when it comes to African food or Nigerian food or delicacies, it is not at par with the rest of the world, like the Chinese, the Turkish, and the rest of them? What's the reason behind that?
I don't think you're 100% right, because come to think of what is happening on this way, you can see egusi soup and jollof rice is well known all over the world. A lot of people, I have quite a lot of clients that are not Africans, European, Asians. Jollof rice is the most popular food they can think of at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody talks about jollof rice. People want to try it. A lot of people have tried it. Egusi soup. There was this viral egusi soup TikTok that went viral sometime. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Or actually putting that. Like our music, it works hand in hand. The food, the music, everything is going towards that direction. And Nigeria is.
Well, the reason I ask that because personally, I've been to different restaurants and I rarely see white people and other races. Unlike when you go to Turkish or Chinese restaurant, you see other people like Africans, white people, as a mixture of, in different races. Why? That's kind of like
we do have other races. We do quite a lot. I don't know the rest. I don't know the area. If you go to a restaurant that is actually in a particular area that is mainly black people, you will see white people over there. For some of us that are somewhere that is in a place like this, we have a lot of. I would tell you that it's 50-50 for me. Nigerians and non-Nigerians, Africans and non-Africans. Because I have
coming to
my
eat,
place,
really?
come to it. Yes. Most of my customers are not Nigerians, are not Africans. I'll tell you that.
Peace and love, black family. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. I am live and direct at 280 Degrees African Restaurant and Bar. Whenever you're looking for some African cuisine, you make sure you come to Kilburn. That's 280 Kilburn Road, 280 Degrees African Restaurant. Whenever I'm in London, this is where I get my food. Black power.
Would you agree with me that we are still not there when it comes to, when compared to other dishes like that?
Well, the African Nigerian restaurants are all over the place now. You go to central London, you see Nigerian restaurants everywhere, unlike before. Well, we only have some part of the other world, but now Nigerian restaurants is everywhere. And I'm working there. And I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear this, that I do a bit of delivery to Los Angeles a monthly
from London to Los Angeles.
Yes.
How do you do that? Sorry.
Is it freezing? Calculate. People do it.
As in what prepared?
Yes, prepared
meal.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or some have a friend when they're coming to country to London, they will now be able to take it back to America and some other places.
Oh, that's But the thing is this: it seems like Nigerian restaurants or African restaurants, they are mainly here in London. I don't think we have a lot of that outside of London. Why is that? Is it because London is we have large concentration of people here in London, or what's the reason behind that? And do you have plans for expansion beyond London?
London is the biggest city to compare to
Yeah,
most of
I
the
know,
cities.
I
So I'm sure I've been to some other cities, almost everywhere. In Manchester, there's a Nigerian restaurant, Leicester, Coventry, Birmingham.
Yeah.
So most places you see, I don't think, but you won't get the rate. It's not going to be as much as what you have in London. But
But do you have plans to expand beyond London?
it depends on what you call expansion. Because I told you we have a dream, and the dream is that 280 degrees expanded in other ways.
You know why I said that? Because some clients might order from America because these are rich people. What about ordinary people who would want to have a taste of what you're doing? Because I had there's this soup, the fisherman soup from River State that I had one time. It was very, very nice. So things like that. If people who are not living in London would want to have such, thing, how would they get that? Because not everyone can actually order from outside of London.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, do you
We're
have any
working
plans?
towards that, and don't just take it that the COVID era actually slowed down hospitality industry. So we're taking time. The market is building up again, and we're coming up with something not too far from now. We're working towards that.
So your client base cuts across black, white, Asian, Turkish?
Everybody. Asians, Arabic people, most people.
Arabic?
Yeah. We do.
Wow.
I've had calls where people say, oh, come and open in Doha, come and open in Qatar. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. That's the power of African food.
Wow. Oh, so the thing is this, the next one I want to ask you is this. I noticed that we have a lot of Nigerian well-known businessmen, politicians, and some top government functionaries who, happen to come to your restaurant all the time. I've seen pictures flying about. I've seen you with them. Do you have some sort of affinity with them, or they just walk in just like any other customer?
First and first is like our motto, plan to give people the authentic African food.
Okay.
And I'm sure we do provide that.
Yep.
And people come here because they know they're getting what's actually, if not better than what they have in Nigeria. We'll give them the original African, authentic, unadulterated as it is. Second one is that I was living in Nigeria before moving into the country.
Okay.
I socialize a lot too. I know people, and I try to push
So some of them, you knew them from back home, or
well,
you've
of
met
course,
them here?
in every baby, you need to start from your friends.
Yeah.
But don't forget that food business is something that is a bit of, it's not some, no, there's no loyalty in food business.
Good.
No matter what, if your food is not good,
It's not good.
nobody will come there. Even your next brother, your immediate younger brother cannot come out because the food is not good. So I think we'll give them first and first that, oh, I have a place, and the next thing is that the place is nice and the food is good. So it keeps on bringing them back.
So what's your unique selling point? Because people continue to come to your restaurant a lot. There was a day I came here and saw one American actress that was here, eating. I was like, what brought this person down to 280 degrees?
Our team, authentic African food. We don't use anything. We use fully how our great grandmother used to prepare African food. We don't mix it up. And this has been my meeting for the past how many years I've been on. Yes.
So that's your unique selling point.
That's it.
Do you think there's a gap in the industry? Do you think there's a gap in the industry? Do you think you guys are doing enough to cover the whole of
I don't think so. I think they're still opening. Yeah, we can still do much. We can still do more. Get more people. There are more awareness. People. But I remember when I started, the first set of non-African dialect, oh, I had African food, it's spicy. I always tell them, no, you don't have to. And that's one of the things we do. Prepare it according to your specification. Yeah. If you want spicy, non-spicy, extra spicy, we'll give it to you. So I always tell them, oh, no, our food will have a non-spicy jollof rice, spicy jollof rice, and extra spicy jollof rice. So it depends on your preference. So, yeah.
Do you think it's the is quite rewarding, as in terms of the profit you make from restaurant? Do you think it's something that?
It is. Of course, it's no business. Any business that ends 2, 3 years and not making profit, I don't think you need to stay there. I'm sure a lot of people, you can see, think of it a few years back, if we used to have 20 restaurants in London, I'm using 20.
Yeah.
But now I'm sure we have over 40.
In the UK or just London?
In London, let me use London.
As in when you say 40 different restaurants?
Yeah,
brands
40 Nigerian restaurants.
Really?
Yeah, it's more. I'm not.
Because when, you know why?
Of course, it's more than that. Yeah.
But when I went on Google, the top 10, I saw the top 10. You're one of the top 10. So I was like, are these just the restaurants we have in London, or are there more? So you're saying that you've got like more than 40 of. That's interesting.
Well, don't forget we've been the best African restaurant, TripAdvisor, best African restaurant in UK 2 times.
You've won the award,
yes,
really?
Yeah, which is there. You can see the badge and the sticker.
All
These
right.
are part of it.
All right.
2021, Traveler Choice 2021, really? And the others. So for you to get to that, I don't know who is TripAdvisor. I've never. You can't lobby such organization, so it comes natural. They have their reason. I don't know how they measure and how they get all this and stuff. So I think we are doing right. We are trying to do well. We're not perfect, but we're doing everything to perfect. And the return customer shows us that we do quite a lot. We're doing the right thing.
Yeah, when I walked into this place the first time, the ambience was quite cool. I loved it immediately, and I was like, wow, not just at the moment I had you meet, as in the food, it was like, wow. I was like, it felt like I was in Nigeria. So I was like, I really need to speak to this guy to know exactly what he's doing, others are not doing well. I've been to different other restaurants, and believe me, some of them are not as good as what you're doing out here. So I'm quite impressed. At least we have someone who's actually doing something very nice.
Thank you. I will feel a bit that people noticed us without asking too much for people to be noticed. So I'm quite happy with
people are obviously noticing, and that's why I asked, is any plans for expansion? But it seems you're not eager to do that for now, obviously.
Like I told you, 280 degrees were into so many things, and expansion cannot be.
So apart from the two you mentioned, what else? You said you deliver worldwide. And America.
That should be delivered to the specific people. It's not the business who do out there.
Yeah.
But there are people who knows and who believe in us and who think, I need this food.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows you how far people can go. A lot of people comes into the country from Nigeria. The first place they come is 280 because they know, I believe your food is even better than what we have back home. I don't know how, and I don't know, but we'll try to do everything. Like I told you, I get all my ingredients from Nigeria straight, fresh.
Yes. From Nigeria. Oh. For someone who would want to, get into this sort of business or to the industry, do you have any one or two words that you leave for them? Because I know it's obviously going to be challenging for someone who is not in the industry or who hasn't had any opportunity to associate with people who are in the industry. Have you got any?
The business is business, like every other business. Most people go into the business without actually knowing what they're going into.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because some people are.
It's not just getting money and going to the business. If you want to get into the business, you should take a bit of your time, study it, check out the environment, know this is actually what I can do, because it's quite fast. It's not easy to run a restaurant. I'm sure most people do. I remember when I started, a friend of mine called me and said, no, Kachi, don't do this. So I will grow up. My mother used to have a restaurant, but it wasn't easy. It was one of those toughest days. And I said I was determined. The first, after 2 months, the person that called me again, one of the videos, said, look at you, Kachi. I can see you're no longer as fresh as you used to be. Yeah, but then all the hard work was, I was working over 20 hours a day.
Really?
Then. Yeah. Working over 20 hours a day now.
Was this the first restaurant you ever had?
Yes.
Yes. You never had any background or something?
No. But I cook very well. The only background, I love cooking and I cook very well.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's the only background. And
So you
I actually went and I saw there should be reason why we should eat original Nigerian food in London. It's not about having Nigerian food that is not original. I needed food to eat proper Nigerian food.
how long have you been?
I've been here for 2011, 10 years, 2013 June, till that. Yeah.
See, that's why I saw loads of reviews about 280 degrees. Honestly, it was quite impressive. I really loved it when I saw it. I was like, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Me, myself, I've had your meal food, and it was very nice. I must attest to that. And honestly, I'm gonna say carry on, just keep doing what you're doing. I know people, even if they don't, one day they will definitely come around and have a taste of what you're doing. That's what we're here to push and promote African. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
opening your doors.
Mr.
I really appreciate
Good
that.
to
Yeah?
see you. And like you said, give it out there. Nothing is quite difficult for people to do.
Yeah.
Go into it, know what you want to do, plan it, study it, work about it, think about it. You get it. So it's not difficult. There's no rocket science there.
Yeah.
All you need to do, most of us, the problem is that we don't plan.
Yeah.
If you plan properly, it will come out of it.
But is it expensive for someone to, as in currently, because I know things are bad, for someone who wants to venture into this sort of a business?
It depends on what you call expensive. £10 can be expensive to some people.
But we all know that £10 cannot be necessarily for a business like this.
Well, there's no specific amount to start it, because if it depends on the location. If you're getting a shop in Bond Street, it can't be the same price. Yes, somewhere else. But don't forget that we all go to the same market. The meat is same price, vegetable, all the other things are same price. So what matters is the location and the ambience, the decoration.
Yeah.
So if you want to turn your face to gold and silver, fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Good to have you, man. Thank you.